The Sephora VIP sale for fall 2025 is here, and it starts on October 31st, which is a Friday. So let's talk about everything that is on my wish list and my thoughts on it. So I have done one of these videos before, so we are going to be continuing on kind of with the same layout. So we're going to talk about brand, product, and price. So let me do a little scoochie so we can populate every item over here so you guys can also know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're going to be starting off with Sephora Collection. So the first thing on my list is the Cloud Blur Matte Lipstick, in specifically the shade 04 Blown Kiss, retailing for $16. Now this definitely reminds me of their old matte lip balms, which devastatingly was discontinued. I absolutely love that formulation, but I have gone and go in swatches, and I think these are relatively close to that old formula. I still would love to see those lip balms back, but you know what? This is still good enough. Now, also, they're all-day setting sprays, but I also have an alternative. I'm thinking of their Spray and Stay Makeup Setting Spray gift set. But first, the all-day setting spray retails for $16, and then their gift set retails for $20. So it is a slight bit of different in price, but you do get that extra product for around maybe like $4 or $5. Now, I absolutely love Sephora Collection. I literally got everything from that brand during the spring sale. So I've been really wanting to get just a full face and just try out more setting sprays. So that is definitely on my list. Next thing is the Best Skin Ever 8-Hour Color Corrector in 03 Peach. I have not been sleeping, so I definitely need a color corrector. As you can see, there's still some grayish under my eyes, even though I did apply a kind of full coverage concealer. So I definitely need some help in that department. So I will probably be picking this up. Next up is their Boost Plus Lock Eye Primer, retailing for $12. I've been just really wanting to try different eye primers, just trying to see like all these different formulations and see which ones are the best. Now, this is actually something from that I wanted back in the spring. So this is their Totally Juicy Lip Tint in Rose Syrup 02, retailing for $14. I still haven't gone to go and pick these up. I've been meaning to, and I think this time is the time that I will be picking this up. Next up is their 5-piece cream lip stain set, retailing for $39. Now, I know that's a little bit up there, but I had to really think about it. It's literally 5 pieces for $40. It's like, that's a really good price. I don't really know how this product is, but I have heard good things, and then the shades chosen in that set look really pretty. The About That Shine Lacquer in 15 Big Bang Beige, retailing for $16. Now, these are their lacquers, so they're more of a lipstick formulation. Now, although the lipstick shade that I did end up picking up wasn't my favorite in terms of formulation, I just wasn't reaching for it, but I've been on the lookout for a beige shade like this. So I think maybe it's the shade. So I think this shade would definitely be a good addition to my collection because I don't have anything like it. Next up is the About That Shine Sheer. Now this is their sheer formulation. I absolutely love this one. It's literally what I'm wearing right now. So I specifically want the shade 01 Beige Sparkle, retailing for $16. I only just want one. I have 3 in my collection so far, and I think I'm just going to slowly build them up the way that I used to with my colorful matte blushes. So I'm just going to pick up one, but I will definitely be picking up this one. Next up is their Perfectly Blush 2-piece set for $29. Now, I really want the palette. I tried their blush palette way back in the summer, and I absolutely fell in love with the formulation. I really want this one. This is a limited edition rosewood shade, and it just looks stunning. The blush formulations all across that palette is so good. Their cream one glides on smoothly. Their powder one is not texture enhancing. It goes on and it's buildable. And then the more shimmery formulation is really pretty. It definitely looks like makeup, but it's not like too much. You can use it almost as a highlighter if you're going with a more flimsy brush, but you can also use it as a blush topper. Next up is their Best Lip Combo in Light Nude for $20. This is a definite purchase. I really want this one. So it does come with one of their lip tints and then one of their lip liners. I've had my eye on their lip liners, and I think this is the time to actually go ahead and try it because it does come out at a better price compared to if I just bought them by themselves. And lastly is their Gloss Lip Trio for $29. This is a definitely love to hate to love formulation for me. I loved it when I first bought them. I hated them at some point, and then I started loving them back again in 2025. I rediscovered that love when I was testing out and all of these different lip products for my networking makeup bag, and I really just love this. It's definitely more sheer. It just looks really pretty on the lips. It's not too glossy. It's a little bit more thicker so that pigment kind of lasts longer for like those long meeting days. but I definitely fell in love with the shimmer formulation, and they do have a limited edition shade in this, which is stunning, like more goldish pinkish tone, so it looks really pretty. And for $29, I think that's a really good price. Now on to Benefit. There's only one item that I'm interested in. It's the Dandelion Twinkle Shimmer. Now I've had my eye on this for quite a bit amount of months, so this does retail for $39. Now I've heard amazing good things about this, to the point where I really wanted to go and check it out. I've been really wanting to get a highlighter for my networking and makeup bag. I think there's just like something that I need a little bit more on top of just fully matte. Like I need a little bit of shine, and when I went to go swatch this one, it's stunning. It's definitely more skin-like, and I'm thinking with a really flimsy brush is going to look absolutely beautiful. So I'm really hoping that I go and pick this up. I'm not exactly sure. Guys, my cart is full. I have so many items. Like you guys will see as this video goes on, but I'm thinking maybe this time I will buy it, or I might just wait until the spring. I can definitely live without a highlighter in my networking makeup bag for the winter, just because there's not many events for the winter in terms of networking, but there's definitely a ton during the spring. I have one item from LYS. Now this is a definite purchase. This is their mini glow worthy bronzer and highlights, and now specifically I'm going to get the shade Harmony in Brave, retailing for $18. Now I did pick up one of their bronzer sticks, I want to say in the next shade deeper than that one, so not Harmony, it's literally the one after. I was not aware of LYS's pigment game, because that is so pigmented. I did not realize it. I literally tried it right before I went to go shopping for errands. It was so bad. It was so bad. It's definitely rich in pigment, but that is something that I've been looking for in more of a cream bronzer stick. So it's definitely something that I will add a lot to my collection. So, and it is in a mini version, like you can't go bad with that. And then I've been wanting to add more highlighters. I've been wanting to test more gel, solely because of my networking makeup bag. I really want a highlighter. I want a cream highlighter and I want a powder highlighter. So hopefully this is a good candidate for the cream part of my networking makeup bag, but we are going to test it out. But this is a definite purchase for $18. That's a really good price. Next up is their No Limits a matte bronzer. So I'm going to get this in the corresponding shade to their mini glow bronzer in the shade Harmony. Now this does retail for $22, but the pan just looks so cute. It's a really pretty triangle. I love the packaging of this. I think it's a really pretty, and I think it's just so much fun. You guys know my absolute love of packaging, but this one is so pretty. And this is definitely the tone that I need to go with. And this is an online exclusive, so I do have to get this one online. Next up is Mario. So there's a couple products that I want that you guys did see in my last wish list video. So clearly I still have them heavy on my mind. So I think that's definitely a good sign that I will be purchasing this at some point. So the first one is the Soft Pop Powder Blush in the shade Desert Rose, retailing for $32. I did get one for my sister quite a bit ago, and I really fell in love with the formula because I did steal it from her for like a week. I loved it. I think this is definitely a good powder blush candidate for my networking makeup bag. It just looks so pretty. It looks so stunning. There's just the right amount of pigment, but you can still build it up. So I'm thinking I might wait until the spring, solely because networking is really slow right now. It's until the spring where it really starts to pick up. So I might wait on this one, but I also really want their Softsculpt Skin Enhancer in the shade Medium. Now this does retail for $34. It just looks pretty. It just looks stunning. I went to go swatch this. It really confirmed my thoughts, and it's so pretty. But once again, I think I'm going to wait until the spring, but I'm putting it in my wish list because you never know, I might actually end up picking it up. But there is also their Softsculpt Blurring Bronzer, also in the shade Medium. Now this one retails for $38. Same thing, it just looks like a really pretty and stunning shade. I definitely think this would be a good product to correspond with the skin enhancer. Next up is the Soft Glow Highlighter in the shade Golden. Once again, I'm really trying to find a highlighter for my networking makeup bag. Now this does retail for $34, so I think it's a relatively good price for how pretty the formulation is. It has like, it looks really buildable, but it looks like you can definitely share it out, but you can also do like a little bit more if you wanted to, depending on the tool that you use. So I think the formula is super versatile, and that is exactly what I'm looking for in a highlighter. Next up is their Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil in Rose Crush, retailing for $34. I absolutely love this formulation. You guys know my absolute love for barely blushing. It's so pretty. I'm actually, I feel like I'm gonna hit pan on it. So I really love that formula. It's really pretty during the winter months because it definitely has this more moisturizing feel to it. It's so pretty, and I definitely want to pick this one up. Next up is Fenty Beauty. So the first thing is their Checks Out Cream Bronzer in 03 Macchiato, retailing for $36. Now, I definitely think I'm going to be picking this up about until the spring. I don't think I really need this, just because networking events have really slowed down. So everything that I do end up picking up for this fall sale. I think I'm going to really go ahead and test it out, get my thoughts, and then pick up more stuff during the spring, and just once again pick up my own thoughts to see if everything which is networking bag coated and which is not, you know. So the next thing from Fenty Beauty is also their Sunstock Warm Bronzer in 37 Island Tints for $37. I really want this so it can match with the cream bronzer. So when I went to go swatch this, I definitely didn't know which one to get. It took me a really good second, but after a lot of swatches and like just really a lot of thoughts, I decided that once I do pick this product up, it's going to be 37 Island Tints. It's just the right amount of neutral and warm, which is exactly what I will need for a powder version for my networking makeup bag. Now onto Tower 28, we only have a one item and it is a definite purchase. So this is their limited edition Poppy Fizz and holiday collection. So it comes with two items. It comes with this stunning red blush and then a clear lip gloss. So it's for retailing for $26, which I think is a really good price because that is honestly the price of their blush. So I'm excited to test out this formulation because I haven't picked it up. It seems like it's going to be absolutely stunning for my textured skin. So this is going to be a definite purchase, which is going to be so stunning for the holiday seasons. I really like holiday season. It's really like the time to wear more reddish, more brighter pinks, like really do that like that I'm cold look. So this is going to be so pretty. Next up is the brand Makeup Forever. So I only have a couple of things. So the Artist Powder Bronzer in 20 Fiery Amber for $37 has been heavy on my mind. This basically these past couple of months, and I'm thinking I'm going to wait out on this one as well, but it is so pretty. It's definitely has like this really nice matte texture that I think is going to glide onto my skin beautifully. So I'm excited to pick this up once I do, as well as their Artist Longwear highlighter in the shade 100 Cheerful Beige. I finally have found a matte highlighter. I have always been into matte highlighters and they're finally coming back in like trend and like virality. Like we're seeing there's this brand on TikTok that has really become viral and I'm so excited. And so when I found out that this product exists, so it does retail for $33, which is definitely a little bit more up there. But when I went to go swatch it, it definitely has a really smooth formulation because if you get one that's like really patchy, you can definitely will see it. And I need to not because I have a ton of texture here. So if I get a matte highlighter, it actually has to be a really, really good and really, really smooth because everything will be shown if I get a really bad formula. So this one is definitely worth the $33, but I think I'm also going to wait out on it. Next up is their Artist Couture 430 Marvelous Peanut. So this is definitely a contour. It definitely has this cooler tone look to it, but same thing as their other bronzer and then their highlighter. It has such a smooth formulation. And it does retail as well for $33, so the formulation definitely does seem worth it. I feel like I don't hear anyone talk about really any of these products that I just mentioned from Makeup Forever, so I went a lot of times to go and swatch these items to really gather my thoughts. And it's like every time I'm absolutely stunned by how smooth the formulation is. And I really want to pick these up. Next up, we have the brand Kosas. So I really want to get their Sun Show Bronzer in the shade Escape. Now, this does retail for $38. So this is more of a baked formulation. So it definitely has like this like really like thin formula. So I think this is going to be a really, really pretty for like very like really sheer makeup for my networking makeup bag. So there is like, I have like my networking makeup, but then I also have like this like other look that I like to do when it's more like when it's like very, very professional. There's like certain events where I have to take my makeup way differently, like in a total different direction than what I already do. So this I think is going to be a really good candidate for the bronzer category. I'm excited because it has like this like slight healthy glow to the skin because it has like a very, very sheer shine to it. It's really, really pretty. Next up in the brand NARS. Now I only have one thing as well. I really want this ethereal blush palette for $60. Now this is just for me. This is just for my makeup collection. This is nowhere good for my networking makeup bag. These are not the tones that work for my networking. So I really just want this for my collection. It has 3 more luminous shades and then it has 3 mattes that correspond really well to it. But it's so pretty. It's so stunning. You guys see it too, right? It's so pretty. But it is also $60. So this is definitely going to wait. I'll probably pick this up at some point because I really, really want this. Next up is House Labs. So I want couple things too. So I want their Bio Radiant highlighter in 2 different shades. I want Sunstone and Peach Quartz, retailing for $40. These are so stunning, and the reason I want 2 different tones is because they both give off different vibes and they definitely look different on the skin. So Peach Quartz definitely has this more glittery look to it, and the shade Sunstone is definitely more like highlightery. There's like a certain formulation that I associate with highlighters compared to the Peach Quartz one, and Sunstone really just has that. Now, I think the shade Sunstone would be perfect for my networking makeup bag. It doesn't have that much glitter, but it's still really pretty. You can definitely play around with the different tools for this, but Peach Quartz is definitely just for my makeup, like just regular makeup collection, because it definitely has glitter particles, and that is not for my networking makeup bag, but these are pretty. They're stunning. Now, I also want the Power Sculpt Terrasol Light Medium. Now, this does retail for $38. This is so pretty. It definitely has like a really softer formulation. It's not too dense. I think this would be really pretty. It just has such a smooth formula. A lot of these bronzers that I've noticed from higher end brands have such a smoothness to them. Next up is from Bosma. Now, this is just their soft matte bronzer in the shade medium, retailing for $32. Bosma is a brand that I have no familiarity with. I've really just discovered because I was looking at the bronzers on Sephora's website so I can make my wish list. And I saw this and it looks like a really pretty shade. The packaging got me. You will always get me with a clear packaging with a slight little bit of rim of color. You will always get me with that. So when I saw that, I needed it. I decided to add it. And I did look up some reviews and they look really good. It's definitely more of an underrated product. I don't see many people talking about it, but I think it's a really good product. I'm really excited to go and try this. I don't think I'm going to pick this up just yet. I really want this one. So I'm very close to deciding whether or not, but probably not. The last item on my wish list is from Rare Beauty. Now, I only have one product from them, so this is their mini luminizer in the shade Exhilarate. So I really just want the mini. So this does retail for $17, so it'll definitely be cheaper with a 20% discount. But I really want a highlighter. I went to go swatch this multiple times and I've just been really interested, and it is definitely a mini. When it comes to Rare, I don't really want a full-size product. I'm really loving their minis. Like, they have such pigmentation. Like, their level of pigment is stunning, absolutely stunning, but I don't need a ton of it, especially the way that I do my makeup. I don't need a lot of the pigment, especially because a lot of the Rare Beauty stuff is very networking makeup bag in terms of formulation, but in terms of pigment, they're more from my regular collection. But I really fell in love with the luminizer. I went to go swatch this and it just looks really pretty, and it definitely sits on the skin. You kind of have a little bit of playtime around with it. It definitely dried a little bit quicker every time that I swatched it, which is kind of what I want in a highlighter specifically, because I don't want it to be so much that it takes a while to dry down, that it will start mixing and it'll just end up becoming too much of a glowy mess. Because when it comes to networking makeup bag, I really needed to get it down and I needed to get it dry so I can really go and set it. Like, my makeup approach to that is very different. So everything that I've been wanting to buy and everything that I've been wanting to purchase for my networking makeup bag, I definitely look at it differently. And this one has definitely passed so far. So I am thinking of picking this up this time around so I can test it out and see if I would like it during once the spring networking events are more close. Okay, everybody. So we got through a ton of products. We really yapped today. But at the same time, it's like I always have so much on my wish list. So having all of these items is definitely not shocking. You can definitely tell that I have such different makeup preferences right now. I'm heavily into bronzers and highlighters. So there's a ton of that in my wish list for this fall VIB sale compared to my spring one, which you guys can go and totally check it out. I do admit though, it's definitely like, it's a totally different style. I was totally like a different person, I feel like, which I love. I love every version of me, but I definitely is very different, and I kind of get it, you know, if you don't want to watch it. Like, I get it. I totally get it, girl. But this is just so... I love these videos. I really do. This is my second time doing one of these. They're just so much fun to yap about everything that's on my wish list. But yeah, guys, so totally let me know what was on your wishes for the Sephora Fall VIB sale. What are you going to pick up? What is your definite purchases? Because I love knowing, I love seeing hauls. I love hauls. I mean, I always do them on my own channel, so I love watching them too. So totally let me know what you guys are going to be picking up. Is there any stuff that you would recommend for me for my networking events? If you guys are also at networking, totally let me know what are your makeup staples, because I've been testing out so many products. So it's definitely a trial and error with a lot of this stuff, but I'm not having such a good time. It's quite fun to just test out makeup for a lot of like these more networking and more professional events. I'm definitely going into like a new part of my life and a new like era of my adulthood. So it's been really fun. So my preferences and my look on makeup has definitely changed compared to when I first started my channel. So I think that's just so much fun. But yeah, guys, before I keep on rambling, this is it for today's video. So totally let me know everything in the comments about with that. This is really it for today's video. Okay, bye.